opinion. O-P-I-N-I-O-N. Opinion. The definition of opinion is as follows. Your feelings or thoughts about someone or something. The majority of humanity understands the concept of an opinion. However, it would appear that quite a lot of the Xbox fanboys do not understand the concept of an opinion. In fact, an opinion would appear to be an alien concept to them. Hello, and welcome back to Greenhill Gaming, where I share my passion and opinions of video games with the whole wide world. In this video, I would like to share an experience I had yesterday with the Xbox fanboys, with all of you lovely people. So sit back, relax, grab an opinion if you understand the concept of it, but more importantly, and as always, enjoy the video. I have little or no interest in the Xbox brand. I never had, and I really don't think I ever will. What I just said there is my opinion. Yesterday, Xbox held an event called the Xbox and Bethesda Developer Direct. Eurogamer shared a post on their Facebook about this Xbox and Bethesda Developer Direct. And I decided to share my opinion on Xbox. And this is what I said. This was my opinion. I said, I own a PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. Never had any real interest in Xbox and have no desire to engage with the brand. I much prefer owning a PlayStation 5 over an Xbox. That was my opinion. That was my feelings and thoughts about the Xbox brand. Why do I feel that the concept of an opinion is alien to the Xbox fanboys? Well, let's have let's have a read some of the replies that I got in response to my comment and to my opinion. Okay, there's quite a few. Let's go. Okay. One person said, "Thanks for sharing, bro." Now, I understand the concept of sarcasm as much as I understand the concept of an opinion. So clearly this person was being sarcastic. Now, the best way to fight sarcasm is with sarcasm. So I responded with Keanu Reeves saying, "You're welcome." Another guy says, "Is that virtue signaling or what?" Thinking emoji. "I'm sure your beloved pieces of plastic will be grateful that you won't betray them." I may as well read out my replies as well. So in response to that reply, I said, "What in God's name is wrong with you? Do you understand what an opinion is?" I should warn all of you, that is something I am going to be saying a lot in my replies to the Xbox fan base, because that's why I'm doing this video. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm highlighting. Is the concept of an opinion so alien to the Xbox fanboys? Another guy said, "I used to have a PlayStation 1 and 2. I then got PS3, but Xbox 360 was so much better that I sold my PS3 and I've stuck with Xbox ever since." Just in case you wanted to know that pointless information, here it is for you. Get it now. No, I actually only saw that reply just there. Like, I don't even know how to respond to that one. I mean, do I say, "Cool, hope you enjoy playing with Xbox"? I mean, I don't know why what I said garners that kind of response. Nonetheless, that was one of the many replies that I got in relation to my opinion on Xbox. And another guy says, "Congratulations, question mark," with a John Travolta gif, where he's just like kind of like standing and he's like turning his head and his hand is out and he's like confused. I mean, I don't think I'm looking for a congratulation party or a congratulation card or a round of applause when I share an opinion. I don't think that's the response I'm looking for. I don't think I'm looking for any response really when I share an opinion. Um, when I share my views and thoughts on something or someone, I'm not really looking for a response. Then I I responded to his reply with a SpongeBob SquarePants gif where he's got that face. So I said, "What? Does the concept of an opinion confuse you?" I mean, clearly it does. That's why I'm making this video. So then they replied to my response with, the concept of answering a question absolutely no one asked you amuses me. So that one actually kind of annoyed me, but not in the way that you may be thinking. Like, I wasn't really stressed out or anything like that. But I responded with, how did I answer a question? Because nobody asked me a question. Eurogamer's post didn't ask me how I felt about the Developer Direct or the Xbox brand. Eurogamer were simply sharing a post, letting people know what the Developer Direct was all about, what was announced at it, what they showed at it. And I just simply shared my opinion, my thoughts and views on the Xbox brand. Nobody asked a question, I didn't answer any question. So I said, learn the difference between an opinion and an answer, because there's a difference between sharing your opinion and answering a question. If someone says, what is your name? If someone says to me, what is your name? I'm not going to say, in my opinion, it's Johnny. Am I? So there's a difference between an opinion and an answer. So then he responded, again, with, if you can figure that first bit out, you will be closer to understanding what was said and eventually how far it obviously flew over your head. Now, I didn't leave this reply, I'm actually saying this reply right now. I think the concept of an opinion flies over so many heads, particularly Xbox fanboys' heads. So I replied with, at this stage, there's a lot of comments from a lot of people, but at this stage, I think this was one of the later replies. It was quite late at night. I had come back from a walk. I was about to sit down and watch some David Attenborough. I was ready to have a drink of water. So I decided to be a bit productive with my life, but also introduce a bit of sarcasm because, I mean, I love myself a bit of sarcasm. So I said, have yourself a nice hot cup of chamomile tea. Don't stress yourself out. Nice. With a green heart. See what I did there? Green. So we got, so that was quite a few replies from the one person. So another person said, "Whoa, great story." I mean, I'll admit. I mean, there was a little bit of a story there, like, you know, about how I've never had any interest in Xbox. But I wouldn't exactly write a book about it. I wouldn't exactly be in a bookstore, like, signing my autobiography of Johnny Nagel, never had any interest in Xbox, like one page, one sentence. Because that's all they said. That's the only story element to my opinion. Oh, I'm actually loving this because this is just so funny. I'm just loving. Normally, I'm ranting about like deep political. I'm not. Oh, believe me, I'm not ranting. This isn't a rant. But what I'm saying is, normally I have people like replying to me on social media when I am actually ranting about something, you know, that's deeply political. But this is hilarious. We're talking about, as somebody pointed out, a bit of plastic. A gaming brand. So I replied to him with, it's called an opinion. Is that an alien concept to you? And he replied with a few laughing emojis. I mean, okay. Another person's reply said, "Yet here you are engaging with the Xbox brand." I replied with, "How am I engaging? I'm sharing an opinion." Now, to be fair, I'm engaging with an Xbox social media post, but that's not the same thing as sitting down and playing Halo or signing up to Xbox Game Pass, is it? Or watching an Xbox Bethesda developer direct. So, I see what he's saying. I hear what he's saying. But, as I said, I'm sharing an opinion. It's not quite engaging with Xbox, now is it? Believe me, there's quite a few of these. Another person said, "Ha ha." Sorry, I had to do that. Nelson from The Simpsons says, "Thanks for letting everyone know that wasn't interested." Oh, I'm kind of disappointed in my reply, to be honest with you. I just said, "Sure, dot, dot." I was on the way home from walk. But I think what I really should have said was, well, it doesn't matter. What said is said. Well, actually, it's quite funny because, yeah, what I really should have said was, if you weren't that interested, why would you be engaging with my opinion? And I also want to point out that I did get quite a few reactions to the comment, all different types of reactions, likes, laughs, loves. I didn't get any angry emojis, at least. What's that angry emoji? Phil Spencer joke. Another another guy responded with Jeremy Clarkson. I actually love this GIF. I actually love this GIF. It's actually one of my favorite GIFs, to be honest with you. He he said, "Oh no." Anyway, I gotta say that was actually quite a funny one. Um, Nonetheless, though, I replied with, "What's the issue here? Ever share an opinion before?" No, I mean, to be fair, he didn't actually have an issue, but still, though, it's just the fact that, like, they just don't seem to understand. The Xbox fanboys just don't seem to understand how an opinion works. Oh, this guy here, this guy here. Oh, this guy was setting up some beef between us. He says, you came all the way to an Xbox post to hate on Xbox. Fanboys amaze me." I won't lie, that got my blood boiling. I'll just read out my comment to him. Replied to him. I said, "The irony of your comment amuses me greatly. Fanboy, I'm not the one attacking somebody for sharing their opinion. How am I hating on Xbox? I'm giving an honest opinion. As for the post, it showed up on my newsfeed." And that's exactly it. A post showed up on my Facebook newsfeed from Eurogamer in relation to the Xbox Bethesda Developer Direct, and I shared my opinion on it. There was nothing in my opinion that was hateful. And I certainly didn't go looking for an Xbox post. He responded. He responded with, How is it irony? No, I'm just gonna pause. So not only is the concept of an opinion alien to the Xbox fan base, but fanboys, want to make one thing perfectly clear: there's a difference between a fan, the fan base, and fanboys. And I hope I don't forget this, but I will point that out before this video ends. Okay? But it would appear that the concept of irony also seems to be alien to them. Look that word up, please. Amazing. Nothing I said is ironic, he says. When posts for things I don't prefer pop up on my timeline, I don't go out of my way to comment on how the competition is better, and I never look at the product in question. Bear in mind, I never said that PlayStation was better than Xbox. Those are his words. I said I prefer PlayStation over Xbox. So he's the one saying that PlayStation and Switch is better than Xbox. Nothing I said is ironic. When posts for things I don't prefer pop up on my timeline, I don't go out of my way to comment on how the competition is better, and I'll never, he types this in capital letters, never, ever, like Chris Jericho, look at the product in question. That's hating. So apparently he feels that me sharing my thoughts and views on the Xbox brand, apparently me saying that I prefer Switch and PS5 over Xbox, and me saying that I never had any interest in Xbox, apparently, according to him, that's hating. I didn't attack you. I asked why you felt the I presume means need, to come to this post about a product you don't own or care for just to talk up the competition. Please go and nurse your sore ego. Not the one writing a paragraph. It talks to me about an ego. So I kind of, a lot of the time, I just kind of kept my replies short and sweet. Again, I was out for a walk. You know, living my life. You know, getting exercise and fresh air. But also the alien concept of the Xbox fanboys. Ooh! I just went there. Anyway, so I replied with, I shared my opinion. Nobody asked you to reply to it. Oh, somebody has my back. I don't even know it. Somebody has my back. They replied to him in response to him saying that I went looking for an Xbox post, which as I pointed out, I didn't. This guy has my back. He says it's a Eurogamer post with a hand palm on the face emoji. Thank you. Somebody has my back. But I like going into these situations on my own and just facing them all. It's like it reminds me of many years ago in wrestling. The Undertaker was in the ring and there was like 10, 15 people like all like surrounding him, and and he just blew them all away, he just took them all out at once. Or even when Undertaker came back at Judgment Day, it was like 2002 or something, as the American Badass, and just laid waste to every motherfucker in the ring. That's kind of how I go about these situations in social media. Nonetheless, so then he replied to him by saying about Xbox. Oh, I never actually got around to replying to this because again, I had come back from a walk. I was drinking some water. You know, maybe he was drinking some Prime while playing Halo. I don't know. But I was drinking water after coming back from a nice healthy walk. I about to watch David Attenborough. So I didn't bother replying. But nonetheless, he said, I shared my reply. Nobody had to ask. That's how public forums work. He's telling me how public forums work. But he doesn't understand how public forums work. Because in a public forum, someone shares their opinion. If you don't like that, that's your problem that you have to deal with. Anyway, I did say there was quite a few comments. And not have to do a workout, actually. So, something that would also appear to be an alien concept to the Xbox fanboys. Workout. Ring Fit Adventure on Nintendo Switch. It's actually sold more than Halo. Not even lying. Another guy says NPC comment. Like, okay, I've actually played quite a few role-playing games in my time, and games that had non-playable characters that you could interact with. And I mean, I don't seem to recall having a conversation with a non-playable character and hearing, I never had any interest in Xbox. I have no desire to engage with the Xbox brand. I much prefer my PS5 and Switch over Xbox. Like, I don't know what game that's from, but I certainly haven't played it. And actually, that wasn't my comment, by the way. That wasn't my comment. My comment was grow up, learn the concept of an opinion. Then he replied with, it's my opinion that you are an unplayable character, so grow up, learn the concept of an opinion. See, the difference is, there's no logical sense. There's no logical. There's no. It's not plausible. It's not real that I or anyone can be a non-playable character in a game. But because that's not an opinion. It's not a plausible opinion. I see where he goes. I see where he's going. It's my opinion that I'm a toaster. You know, I see where he's going, but he's still making himself out to be silly, which is why I responded with grow up. So I gave him a thumbs up. There's more. There is more. Another person says, I have a Subaru and a tiny Vauxhall. They take me and my family where I want. Nothing exciting about them really. The Subaru have aluminium bumper add-ons. They look good. Now for a second, I was like, did I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and sleep text under a Top Gear post? Because I was like, what is this guy talking about? I mean, I'm talking Xbox, he's talking Subaru. Okay. So I said, right. That's literally what I said, right. Oh my god. Another guy says, literally nobody asked for this opinion. Crying emoji, laughing emoji. Can't even make up whether he's crying or laughing. Like nobody. But I'm glad you have someone to talk about your hobbies with, I guess. So I responded with, sharing an opinion is not answering a question. Learn the difference. Because again, he's trying to say that somebody asked a question, or that nobody asked. Yeah, exactly. Nobody asked for anything. I would say something if the post said, Nobody asked the question. When I share my opinion, I'm not looking for a response. I'm not looking for an answer. I'm not looking for anything. He replied with, and I didn't reply. I didn't respond to this reply because again I had come home. It was late enough at night. I was ready to unwind, have some water, watch some David Attenborough. I wasn't about to engage with people who don't understand the concept of an opinion anymore. But nonetheless, he replied with, "At your big age, my big age, I've never had that said to me. I don't even know what that means. My big age. I've got a big age. Okay? As opposed to a small age, a fat age, a skinny age. Okay? I'd assume you'd be able to discern what I meant. Not once did I say you said a question. What you said was a statement, opinion, whatever you want to call it. No one asked for your input. Literally, no one. Okay. Do I care? No. Do I care that somebody asked for my opinion? No. If I want to give my opinion, I will give my opinion. If you don't like it, then that becomes your problem. And guess what, buddy? That's something that you have to deal with, not me. No, that wasn't my reply. But that's how I feel about it now. It's just funny, this thing. I want to go off track, but I'm like a train right now, and I'm just like so close to going off rail. Because I could say something else about something else. I really, really could. But it isn't the time nor the place. But I will say there's a certain element of hypocrisy there. That's all I'm going to say. Another guy says, "This is a highly informative piece of information. I thank you for sharing this insight." So I said, "You're welcome." That was a lovely thing to say, really. Sarcasm again, in case people don't understand the concept of sarcasm. Another guy says, "Congratulations." So he says, "Does the concept of an opinion confuse you?" I did say that I would say that a lot. Another guy replied with another gift that says, "What a story, Mark." So I don't know if that's supposed to be. There's a term, Mark. I only ever heard that term in the wrestling world, whereas apparently you get so involved in the brand, in the product, you just kind of go a bit extreme, like Fanboys or something. I don't know. But I says it's called an opinion, not a story. Because I wasn't telling a story. It'd be one hell of a short story, wouldn't it? You could write it on a grain of fucking rice. Another guy says, and I like when people do this. I come across this a lot on social media. You know, when you're in this situation, I don't want to use the term rant because I'm not ranting. I'm sharing an opinion. I do rant a lot on social media, but when I do rant, and I noticed that I noticed that when people know that I'm not going to give up, that I'm not just going to stop, that I'm just going to continually reply, and completely wipe the floor with them. They usually kind of say something but not tag me and talk about me. So basically, it's like the digital form of talking about you behind your back, essentially. So this is what they said. Looks like a lot of Sony fans don't get what a direct is supposed to be. Everyone knew it was to only showcase these 4 games. It's not supposed to be E3. Though no point in mentioning E3. You're never there now, are you? Okay, looking at that a second time round, to be fair, I don't think he was actually referring to me. At least I don't think he was anyway, because I never shared my opinion on the actual developer direct. It was more on the Xbox brand. So to be fair, I probably just had so many comments coming towards me that I just kind of, um, I just, I just, sorry, I don't know. I just kind of, yeah, I put the ass and assumed something I'm actually completely against actually on social media is when people assume things, but there you go. I had so many comments coming towards me, I just assumed that it was too aggressive towards me. But nonetheless, anyway, I replied to that comment with, looks to me that a lot of Xbox fanboys can't understand or handle an opinion very well. They're not doing themselves any favours. But to be fair, what I'm saying is not exactly false, is it? Another guy says, and thanks for your input. I replied with, it's an opinion, does that concept confuse you? Another guy then says, I mean, some of these comments are just quite strange. My PS5 broke 2 years ago after having it. Claiming on the insurance to get my money back, but I actually bought the Series S and can honestly say it's the best decision I made. Game Pass is 1,000 times worth the money. How does that make any sense? Sorry, no, I'm just 1,000 times worth the money. What does that mean? When you say times, you're comparing to something else. What's he comparing it to? Worth the money and most likely not have to buy a game again. That is an interesting comment. That if I remember this, I'll get back to it. I should do a live stream actually tonight because then I can see comments. People can remind me. So I simply replied with enjoy. I mean, what I got there was he got an Xbox and he enjoys it, and he's got Game Pass and he enjoys it, so enjoy. Simple as. And another guy says okay. And I think that is the stage. This is bollocks. This is the stage where this is the stage where I had sat down with my bottle of water and I was about to watch David Attenborough. So I said to everyone here, I just literally just left this comment on the post. I said, have yourselves a nice hot cup of chamomile tea while looking up the definition of an opinion. Don't raise your blood pressure. Have a great night. Of course, that wasn't the end of it, was it? Another person replied with, I don't own an Xbox either. No point since I have a PC, PS5 and Switch, but I have to agree that opinion of yours was a bit like someone knocking at your door and trying to shove Jesus down your throat. Somebody is comparing me to a fucking born-again Christian. Oh my God, give me strength. Oh my God. Oh my days. That is funny. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh my days. Nobody asked for it and it wasn't relevant to the subject of the article. Okay, so is there like a rule book? Maybe I'm the one who doesn't understand the concept of an opinion. Maybe the Oxford English Dictionary is wrong. Maybe it got updated. Maybe there's a rule book to how you can have and share an opinion. Maybe in this particular case, because this Eurogamer Facebook post was in relation to the Xbox and Bethesda Developer Direct, maybe I'm not allowed to share my opinion on an Xbox in general. Maybe it has to just be about the Direct. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know I am, but who knows in this world, everything changes. Didn't reply to it. I'm not going to either. I'm done replying to them. Just thought I'd make this video and highlight my experience. Another guy says, I own everything. I own everything. Damn. That's quite a statement. I own everything. Whoa. This guy is God himself. Just alone. And I engage with everything. If you're a real gamer, you don't care about the brand. You only care about the games and the quality. This comment proves you're just a toxic member of the community. Toxic. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. God bless their cotton candy hearts. God bless their soft and cuddly souls. Because if they ever came face to face with actual toxic people, like actual dangerous people, sweet Mary, divine Jesus, they wouldn't stand a chance. I actually genuinely feel sorry for these people now. So I replied with, toxic. Are you for real? Have you seen people's comments towards me? Now that is toxic. I have no interest in Xbox. That is my opinion. If people have a problem with that, well, that's their problem. Deal with it already, and that is pretty much everyone, I think. Oh no, I think I missed one about an hour ago. It's another guy playing. Well, if you have no interest in Xbox, why do you come to the news about Xbox and boast how much you don't have an interest in Xbox and only PS5 and Switch? If you don't like sushi, do you go to a sushi restaurant and complain to everyone how much you don't like sushi? I'm going to go off track. People who don't like God. Atheists. Now, there's a difference between people who don't like God and atheists, of course. Usually people who don't like God are, well, a number of different people, really, for different reasons, don't like God. But there's generally a difference between people who don't like God and who don't believe in God. Now, I'm just using that, just popped into my head. That just popped into my head. People who don't believe in God and people who hate God. I could have picked any particular group of people or any particular situation, but that was just the one that popped into my head the first. People who don't like God and people who hate God. Let's say there was a Facebook post about a local priest wins an award for something. I don't know. Colouring competition. I don't know. You can be sure that all the trolls, all the toxic people, all the extreme atheists, all the extreme haters of God will be all over that social media post, sharing their opinion, calling it an opinion. Because what I said, and I'm just going to bring it back to my opinion actually. This was what I said. This was my opinion. Which, once again, the definition of an opinion is your feelings or thoughts about someone or something. So my opinion towards the Xbox brand was as follows. I own a PS5 and Switch, never had any real interest in Xbox, and have no desire to engage with the brand. I much prefer owning a PS5 over an Xbox. I got 12 likes, 11 laughs, 1 love, and 1 hug. That was my opinion. Now, apparently some people see that as hateful, as toxic as well. They see it as toxic. Nobody asked for your opinion. If you don't like something, why would you go onto a social media post about it and share your opinion about it? Well, if you hate God, why are you replying to a post about God? If you don't like God, why are you replying to a post about God? Do you know what I mean? Nobody asked for your opinion. If you don't like life, if you don't like pro-life, why would you go to a pro-life protest and splash them in your car? If you don't like pro-life, don't engage with pro-life. Don't have an opinion of pro-life. If you don't like same-sex marriage, if you don't like people who only like same-sex marriage, then don't engage with them. Don't push your ideologies down their throat. You know? I could go on, couldn't I? If you don't like far-right activists who don't want immigrants and refugees coming into the country, then don't comment on a post about it on social media. What I'm getting at here is these people are hypocrites. These people who are saying nobody asked for your opinion are hypocrites. These people who are saying if you don't like something, why are you on a post about it, commenting on it? These people are hypocrites. Because these people will go onto social media posts about something they don't like or hate, don't agree with, and they will comment on it. But I did say earlier that is a conversation for another day. But I did say there was a certain amount of hypocrisy involved in that. But that's it. That's it right there. That was my experience yesterday. I really feel that the concept of an opinion is just so alien to them, to the Xbox fanboys. So something that is an alien concept to some of the Xbox fanboys is healthy exercise. So I'm about to engage with a piece of Nintendo software that actually outsold Halo, and that is called Ring Fit Adventure. Look, before I go, let me know what you think of all this. What is your definition of an opinion? I mean, what's your thoughts on all this situation? Let me know. And this is before I go. Like, I know what the console wars are. Okay? I know what fanboyism is. So don't make the obvious aware to me. Yeah, I know this is how fanboys engage. I know there's a console war that still, unfortunately, goes on. I do, I know that. That's not alien to me. It's just that this is the issue. You know, these fanboys, this console wars, like the concept of an opinion doesn't seem to resonate with them. You know? If I had more time, I would go on, but I don't, unfortunately. You know, I got to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So yeah. So thank you for watching this video. Much appreciated. Thank you for listening. And again, let me know what you think of all of this in the comment section below. Thank you. See you next time.